Take the chains off the brain. We've been handcuffed.
Okay. Oh. Good morning, good evening, good night, good afternoon, salutations and greetings wherever you are. No, dang. All right, come on. Count me down again. Count me down. I was just trying to count me down again. Come on.
Just trying to get it out with it. Give me a second.
No, okay. No. Let's act like it didn't happen. Come on, count me. Count me in. You, me, I'm you. How do you keep a straight face? Okay. Good morning, good evening, good night, wherever you are. This is enterthegrey. I was like, wait, did he say his name or did he say the podcast? I couldn't think of it. Okay, one more time. And then I'm just probably gonna let you do it. But come on. I think I got a purpose. I just got stuck. Come on.
Oh, apparently.
Okay. You saw it. Everything left. Okay. Good morning, good evening, good night, wherever you are. I'm your host, Ashley, aka Threes.
Why do you sound like that?
I'm trying to be you. I'm trying to make my voice deep. I can't. I have to be serious without making my voice deep. You know what I'm saying? All right, you do it.
You ready? Good morning, good evening, good night, wherever you are. I am your host, one of them as well. Correct. All right, go ahead.
Okay.
Good morning, good evening, good night, wherever you are. I am one of your
you can't use that take because I'm over here going crazy that I skipped from 3 to 1. So, all right. My fingers got tangled. All right.
Take 7.
All right. 3.
Good morning, good evening, good night, wherever you are. I am one of your hosts, randydjames, aka RDJ.
And I am your other host, Ashley, aka Threes. Just leave it at that.
And you have fallen into the gray today. So we want to thank you for entering with us. Today is going to be a little different. We're going to try something a little bit unorthodox. You feel me?
Ordinary, unusual. Okay.
Yeah. And I don't think Ash don't know what it is. Have zero idea.
I have no idea.
And I kind of don't either. So, but no, you know what? Scratch that. We got a great topic for you today. Multiple topics.
We sure do.
A lot of them. Okay.
All of them.
And what we're gonna do today is really like scenario based. So it's more of this or that situation. But you're gonna but we're gonna call it
that or this.
Okay. I was gonna go more like black or white, but we can do we can do that or this. Yeah. If that works. Okay. She's cracked. Okay. And
I'm sleepy, y'all. I'm sleepy. I could be real in the gray. I'm exhausted.
Right. So I'm just going to spat out a scenario or what have you, and she will give her opinion and I will give my opinion, and then we'll switch it up, and then I'll give mine first and she can give me hers. If we get lost in some of these, then hey, it's the gray. This is what it's for. But if we don't, we're going to try to spit out quite a few of them. So, if you decide you want to get on one of them in particular, or you want to kind of want us to kind of dive into it more than what we did, just send us a message, like, share, follow, and let's get into it. So you ready?
All right. Into the gray. Oh, they already heard that.
Right.
That was at the beginning.
I heard it again. All right.
Okay. Heard it again.
The thing is that some of these things that I might even say in a scenario are probably like things that like we've either already talked about or things that are kind of like out of the blue, and now you have to kind of like get inside your mind to see what you would do. So
Okay.
you ready?
I'm ready. I'm nervous, but I'm ready.
All right. So this particular scenario is: would you rather live a life where everything goes according to plan, but you never truly feel joy? Or would you like to live a life that is full of unpredictability, pain, and growth, yet experience a moment of pure, unforgettable happiness?
Option 1. I'm already living option 2. I'm already living option 2. Damn, I want another option. Option 1, okay? You said joy. You ain't saying nothing about happiness. You know what I'm saying? So I probably won't reach the pinnacle of joy, but I got some happiness in there and everything is going how it's supposed to go. I will take that versus 2 is current day at Chalet. You? I know what option you picking. I think I know.
What option you think I'm picking?
You pick it too.
Actually, I'm picking 1.
Are you? I thought you was gonna pick 2 and be like, well, this builds this, and you kind of need the even balance of this and that, and
Right. That makes sense. But when you're presented with the option to where your life goes according to plan,
take it.
and everything, but never truly feeling joy.
You can feel good though.
Right. But yeah, I agree. But if there's moments, if I'm living everything according to plan, how am I not feeling joy? I'm feeling joy knowing that what I asked for and what I planned is completed. That makes me ecstatic. Like
Maybe you feel comfortable. Maybe it's not joy. Think about the things that you do right now that are like comforting and you feel good. I don't think you necessarily feel joy, but you feel like I don't want to move from here because but it's not necessarily joy. So maybe if everything's going according to plan, you just feel comfortable.
Huh.
And I'm fine with it. Because again, I'm living option 2. I don't want that shit.
I think everybody's living option 2. Option 2.
That.
Option 2 is definitely the most realistic form of life that we live right now. So option 2 is what everybody lives now. So I guess this was more like, would you rather live something step by step or live the life that you live now?
Right, true that.
Pretty much. So,
yeah.
All right, let's do another one. So this one says, would you rather have a deep emotional connection with a small number of people but always feel something is missing? Or would you like to be surrounded by many people who you admire but never truly know what it feels to be known?
Okay, so in the second one, I admire all these people that are around me, but they don't really know me.
Yeah, correct.
And then the first one,
they know you, but they don't know you.
Know me.
Mm-hmm.
And then the first one, it's a small group of people who know me, but what's the objective?
But you feel like something is missing.
Well, I'm gonna pick option 1 because that's what I'm currently living. So I know it. I don't want the other option. I don't want that. That feels like high school or something.
It feels like people pleasing. So I will also choose option 1 as well. Option 2 feels like, you get around celebrities and you're around celebrities. They don't know you.
Right.
You're just in the crowd.
You feel good because you're in these spaces, but you don't feel good at the end of the day.
Right.
So yeah, option 1.
Okay, let's go with another one. Would you rather spend your life helping others find their purpose, even if you never truly discover your own? Or would you like to find and live out your purpose, knowing that it may not impact anyone else but you?
It's a good one. Are you selfish or generous, bitch? I am.
Basically, you know what I'm saying?
I'm going to go with option 1, especially with my coaching background. I feel like that is my purpose. I just will never realize that I'll be doing the action, but I won't realize that helping people through stuff and getting through stuff was actually my purpose. That's what it sounds like. Like I'll be searching for something internally, but still giving. And I'm okay with that because at the end of the day, religiously, what I think is like, I'll get up there and Big J are going to be like, hey, you did exactly what you were supposed to do. You know, I'd rather go with that option. What about you?
I think I'm already an option one type person, so I will go with option one. I feel like even though I quote unquote never fully discover my own purpose, is me already living out my purpose by helping others find their purpose. So, I can see how you can say coaching is it aligns with how you want to live out, the things that you do in life. But I can see myself coaching in a different aspect, as in like sports or, what I'm saying, life. Like counseling, like school or something like that. But I think you actually do life as in like people everyday type thing like that, which I can do that. But I also feel like that can be heavy sometimes. You know what I'm saying? I think having any job where you like communicate with somebody else about their deep life secrets or whatever thing that may have you, it's going to be heavy because sometimes you take that home and you gotta learn how to compartmentalize.
Right. Yep. I'm about to say that's all on how you do it. So okay.
Okay.
Look at us picking the same stuff. All right.
So far, hey, 3 for
So
3.
far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you rather heal from everything that hurt you but forget all the
Yes.
lessons?
Oh. Damn. Woo, sorry. Okay. All right. Would I rather heal from everything and forget all the lessons? Sorry, you girls ready to heal.
Would you rather heal from everything that hurt you but forget
Okay.
all the lessons,
Mhm.
or keep the pain and the memories because they shaped who you are today?
Option one. Because option two is current life. And I'm okay. I did not need that shaping. There is more than one way to skin a cat. Okay. And it
Right, it
doesn't have to be
is,
through
but
pain.
the way that you
Mm.
people learn different, you know what I'm saying? So it is more than one way to skin a cat. But which way is that cat going to be skinned to where it sticks with you?
The less invasive, the less painful route. We don't have to learn through pain. We choose to.
I
We
mean,
choose to resist.
pain changes people.
Yeah, but sometimes it's from our own doing and our own thinking and moving at our own pace when we should have been at this or done that or done this and we just resisted the change. So yes, it's painful. If you had developed the habit of working out every single day
Right.
from when we were taught that shit in school, it wouldn't be painful to get up and do it. But if you let yourself get to 500 pounds, no shade, I just lost 100 pounds. So, but if you let yourself get to like 500 pounds and then you start working out, yeah, that shit gonna be that's gonna hurt and it's gonna be painful. Yeah, you're gonna get something out of it, but you would have also got the lesson sooner if you just kept jogging and running and eating healthy at age 11 until now. You would have learned the lesson without having to go through the pain. So,
Right. But being a kid is being a kid. I mean, when you're a kid, nobody's telling you to, hey, make sure you eat all greens, no meat.
yeah,
Or
they are.
are
They
they?
telling us that, yeah, they taught us that shit in school. We learned about the food groups. We had the dietitians and stuff come, all of the
Right.
cartoons and stuff, the little commercials would be like, eat this and eat that. Now, don't get me wrong, there was commercials for like Pop Tarts and shit like that. But like, we learned about the food pyramid, or at least I did. We learned about the food pyramid and all that shit in
Yeah, that was
school.
taught. That was taught in school for sure, for
Yeah.
sure. But
And I'm not literally saying as a kid, but I'm saying if you had stuck with that, like there's some people who've been eating fruits and vegetables and shit like that since they were children, and that's just all they eat. And they live a like paleo or whatever like lifestyle. I might be saying that shit wrong, but you know what I'm saying? Like they have a certain lifestyle that's good for them because they learned the lesson without having to go through the fire. They learned the lesson. You can do that. I read books all the time. there's a lot of shit that I avoid just because I read the lesson. I know the lesson. I learned it.
Or
I
you
don't have to
learned
actually
it.
go through it.
Well, that's true. I mean, it was somebody else's experience that you end
Right.
up, trying to adapt. But I mean, sometimes it don't work for you. So just having that knowledge helps, but sometimes it don't always work. But I would choose option 2.
Okay.
I think pain and the memories. I think it hits deeper, it hits harder, and yeah, sometimes don't learn from the pain or the memories, but I mean they're there. I'm not about to forget the lesson just because I want to avoid the hurt. I mean that doesn't make me human. You know what I'm saying? I'm human. I'm made to feel pain. I'm constructed to have memories. I'm made to hurt. So that's what I'm gonna do. And with these lessons, it will make me a better coach, a better teacher, because I can relate versus forgetting everything.
But you're not forgetting everything. You're forgetting the lessons that you learned through pain. But what if I only learned 2 lessons through pain? Everything else I learned from actually learning lessons the correct way. I retained all that still.
Right. So even with that, can you say that you only learned 2 lessons through pain through your whole life?
No, but I'm saying
Right.
no, but I'm saying actually it's some lessons that I still haven't learned through pain. Sometimes I don't believe that all pain has lessons with it. I don't. I feel like I guess you know what, let me take that back. Because sometimes the lesson is you fucked up. We try to make it some grandiose thing, but the fact is that you just fucked up. You shouldn't have been there. You shouldn't have done that. You shouldn't have talked to this. You just shouldn't have. That's it. Don't make it some deeper than I need to carry it with. No, just don't fuck up.
Right.
Like a lot of times we have the right solution right in front of us, but everything in us that keeps us quote unquote safe and comfortable and all that makes us choose the other options.
Right.
And I'd rather choose option if I had to live a life that way, not starting from right now, but if I had to live a life that way where I could be born and I could choose to live life and not have the pain and the live it pain free and have the lesson, whatever wiped away, I'd take that. And then I would just start learning things how I'm supposed to. So.
Okay.
But I get why you chose the other option as well. But that's a lot of space being taken up for no reason. All that pain and all those lessons I didn't need to learn being taken up for no reason. So.
I don't want the pain, but the pain is there to help me be better. It's a tool. Yeah. If you choose to use it as a tool. Yes. Well,
so all the pain that you feel makes you better? Are you like a super ultra person?
No, the pain that I experience make me better. Right.
So you're better with all the pain. Do you still have the pain inside of you?
I mean, if you're asking me right now, currently, I don't feel any pain. No. But the memories that are attached to certain things, sometimes it creates pain, sometimes it don't. Sometimes it creates happiness, sometimes it creates joy. It creates like, you know what? Look where I done came from. I'm glad I ain't got to go through that no more. I'm glad I learned that lesson, because you won't get that clarity. You won't get that satisfaction to say that you chose to forget all the lessons.
But I could look at somebody, I don't want to do drugs. I look at somebody who's doing drugs. I don't want to do that. Lesson learned. I see what happens when you do drugs. I don't want to do it. I learned a lesson. I don't have to go through the experience and the withdrawals, and I don't have to learn and keep that pain with me and carry with me so I don't do it again. I could just learn the correct way and not do the thing and not experience.
But what you're saying isn't involved in the option that you chose. They say heal from everything that hurt you, but you forget all the lessons. Not about experience something and then forget it. That has nothing to do with it.
Okay, so heal from, well, that's what I'm saying. If I could choose to be born with option 1, then this is how my life will go. I would just observe like I do now. I observe a lot of stuff and be like, I'm not doing that shit. That's just crazy. Boom, and just keep going. Now I learned the lessons without having to go through it. But yeah, I would current day wipe all the lessons away from me. Wipe all the pain and all the lessons away from me. I'm smart enough to use everything in my brain to know whether I should go down this path or go down that path, and I should be cool. I believe in myself that much. I don't think my pain makes me strong. And I don't want to be a human built like my batteries are full of pain. Like I don't want that. I want it to be full of life and love and positivity. I want that to fuel me. So
Right,
remove
but
the
that's a
pain.
choice. That's a choice. If you choose to do that, then that's what you want to do. That's what you're going to
Yeah,
do.
that's what I'm saying. I'm choosing option one. I was just explaining my option one.
Okay. But you said if you was born that way, so
Yeah, that was just me
that
taking it a
was,
little extra step. You know what I'm
you was
saying? If I
like,
was,
hey, I heard your option, but let me add something on to it. No, that's
yeah.
not how that go.
Oh,
No, go
sorry. All
ahead.
right, all right, all
No.
right, all right, all right, all right,
All
all
right,
right,
all
all
right,
right, all right, all right. All right, I'll choose option one.
right. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Would you rather live a long, peaceful life that eventually just fades away quietly, or would you have a short, intense life that shakes the world before you go?
Option one. The fuck? Sorry. Option one, please. Long, peaceful life. I don't need to be a mover and a shaker. I don't need to do any of that. I'm okay. I feel like the second option is like I want to be seen or known for something, and I feel like the peace that I have within me is going to be around everyone. Like everybody I come in contact is going to radiate with that peace. You know, like I don't want to live like on the go fast, and I don't want to do that. So that's how I'm imagining option two. But I'd rather just do option one, and I get to actually enjoy life. Option two, like I don't even get to enjoy what the hell I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, option one. What about you?
Option two sounds like a Tupac or Biggie or, people who died at a young age, but definitely made an impact not on just the world, but for ages to come at this point.
Mm-hmm.
They still are considered some of the greatest rappers to ever live, even though I have my opinions about that. I'm not even
Yeah.
about to go into that, but nevertheless,
Tuh.
um, um, but nevertheless, I feel like when you choose option two, that is what comes with it. Like you immediately have some type of effect that definitely um, vibrates the culture that you
Mm-hmm.
live, and then after you have that, you end up you're gone pretty
Yeah.
much, and then it lives on through everybody else versus living on through you in the present
Yep.
day. So I will have to choose option one. I want a long, peaceful life. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And if it so happens to fade away quietly, then it fades away quietly. But I don't want to come like, yeah, I'm the greatest rapper alive. He's the greatest rapper alive. Foul. Shot him
Yeah.
my throat. Like, wow, man. Like, let me live the
Right.
greatest rapper alive feeling. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let me have that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah,
Yeah.
I would choose option one for sure.
Okay. Have we chosen the same option this whole time now?
No, except number
Oh, that's right.
4.
Got you. You chose the pain, and I chose to let it go. Okay, got you. Okay, cool, cool.
No, forget the lessons.
You chose the pain.
Okay. All right.
Okay. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. The lessons.
So, would you rather forgive someone who never? Would you rather forgive someone who's never sorry but find peace, or wait for their apology and risk staying bitter forever? Hmm. I'll answer this one. Option A
Bitter
for me.
forever.
You're bitter forever? See, yeah, another difference. I'd rather, hey, I forgive you, but you ain't got to say sorry because I'm gonna find my own peace. That is what it is. But if you want to be bitter forever, hey, that's a waste of energy, as you just said just a second ago. Like
Is it?
that's yeah, it is. Like why are you bitter at somebody who's probably never going to say sorry or never going to mean it when they do say it. And then you're just this angry person that holds a grudge against something when you can actually be using that space for something else. Something else could occupy that time, that energy, the emotions, but you're choosing to put it toward this person because they never going to apologize to you.
Do you think that I'm angry and bitter? Do you think
No.
I'm kind? What do you think I am?
I think you're kind.
Okay. Are you sure?
Yeah, that was just a random question.
But it has a purpose. It has a purpose. So do you think I'm kind? Do you think I'm sweet? Like,
I think you have your moments where you're very intense and you're very passionate but you're not a mean person. You're very blunt and you're kind and you're structured and organized, but I don't think you're bitter, but I mean, I know when you have some type of way and feel some type of way about something, you feel some type of way. Oh, for sure.
oh, for fucking show. Yeah. Yeah. I need it to be clear as day. Okay.
Right, but that is my opinion. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. I
What is
asked
it?
that because with your scenario, it's like, are you going to forgive somebody or are you not? Based upon if they come to you, right? So when I forgive people, I haven't told any of the people that I have forgiven that I forgive them, because that's not real forgiveness. I believe if you tell somebody that I forgive you, that's not real forgiveness. That's performative, and that's you doing something to aid them. The forgiveness is for yourself, so you have to be alone with yourself and be like, you know what? I forgive that person. I forgive them, regardless, because that's what true forgiveness is. It's regardless of whatever that person says or does or however
Right,
they take it.
right.
I forgive you, right? So if I
Mm-hmm.
say I forgive you, I'm usually being petty,
That's crazy.
because I know, but I've never really said that. But in the times that I have, I've said it like, or somebody was arguing with me, and I'm like, I forgive you because you're talking to me crazy as fucking. I forgive you right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm
So you
being
do it
petty.
to silence them.
I do it to be petty with them because I'm in an argument mode with them, and it's probably about to get violent for real. So that's just that. I know.
I hate that for you. What the
But
fuck?
I know, but that's why I say I don't argue with people, because when I'm arguing is very intentional. I'm trying to do something there. But
Yeah, you're
anyway,
trying to hurt the other person intentionally. I'm
oh, for
aware.
sure, because you got me to the point where I'm arguing, I'm feeling something deep. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
you mean something to me, because otherwise I wouldn't be arguing with you. So now I know that that's severed and it's done because you chose to hurt me.
Right.
I'm going all in, and then we're done. But there is someone that I have not forgiven. Will never forgive. Just won't. But I'm not bitter. But if I see that person, it probably will stir up something in me. But I've lived my life without that person for many years. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm choosing option 2 because I don't want to forgive that person. I don't believe, like, I don't know. Some things, I'm not God. I'm not Jesus. I'm not. I don't believe that every offense is forgivable. I just don't. I don't. The Lord knows. I just, it's some shit. He gonna have to forgive you. I can't. That's why he came down here. Okay. Because I'm gonna fall short. And me forgiving you is, if I'm telling you, that's allowing you to play in my face. You did this gruesome shit to me. And it's like, I forgive you. Okay, cool. You lifted the weight off their shoulders. And why would I'm not about to, never mind.
Yeah, but
Go
you
ahead.
don't have to tell them that you forgive them
True.
if you just said that the forgiveness is for yourself.
I know. I'm saying if you tell them. Now the forgiveness is for myself, but I don't want to forgive. I want to hold on to every ounce of anger that I have towards this. I do.
And what's your religion?
Christian.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That's not
There's one
following the
person.
Lord's way.
Listen, look, he came down here for me.
For us.
Yeah, he came down here for us. He came down here because we're gonna fall short somewhere, okay? And the forgiveness.
You're that exception, is what you're saying.
I'm saying he's gonna have to come down here and forgive on my behalf. Because I'm not doing it.
So we got Big JR and Little JR going out that way and like, hey, let me come down here and talk to you, my son. my daughter, she's not going to forgive you, but you know what? I will for them. All right. Two. Now I got to go
Yeah.
back up.
Yeah. Because
Dang.
it ain't coming from me. And I don't hold it. I don't hold it. I completely forget all about it. Should this person ever be in my presence ever again, all of the ounces of forgiveness that I have inside of me are going to be unleashed. And I want it to. So I'm holding on to it. It's intentional unforgiveness. So, and I feel great. Fuels me, keeps me motivated.
Okay.
What
That's
about
a
you?
fact. I'm pretty sure you know my answer at this point.
So we
But
agree. We the same. I'm just playing. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. You did say your answer. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I did, but I would rather forgive someone who's never really sorry, but I'll find my peace. I'm at peace with that. That's where that comes from. Like, oh,
Some
that's how you
offenses.
feel? Okay. I'm at peace with that.
No matter what this person did.
I'm at peace with that. That had what they do with the rest of their life has nothing to do with me after that. What they
did though had something to do with you.
What they did, but yeah, it's not currently being done. The past is the past now. So what you want me to do with that? I can't just hold on to the past, continually hold on to something that I need to let go of. Let go of that shit. That shit is not made for you to hold on to. I'm not for to hold on to no grudges. That shit's out. What you did, you know what you did. I hope it eats you alive every single day. But you know what? I found my peace. And the fact that you can't and you won't, I'm at peace with that.
And I hear you. I understand it. And that mindset is the reason why I have forgave and you know what I'm saying in the past.
It's
What I
in you.
told myself.
You choosing not to. It's a choice.
For this one situation, the Lord better get you before I do.
Bam.
I'm being so dead ass serious. That's
My
just
God.
yeah, that's it. You better yeah.
She said you better get the gotta because if I see the gotta, I'm gonna get the gotta before the gotta get me.
Okay. Yeah, straight like that. Okay. and then I will pray for forgiveness. Okay.
Jeez.
Because I'm not. Some things. I don't need to make peace with. Some things are just nah. That right there. My peace is going to be being the punisher. The fuck. So I find peace in the punishment.
It's
so
tough.
I know. But yeah.
All right. 4 agree and 2 against, right?
Yep.
All right. Here we go. So would you rather start completely over, forgetting your past mistakes and your wins, or would you keep every experience, even the ones that broke you, and carry them into your future?
It's. I still got ChatGPT. Because I think if I choose option 1 and I forget everything, I feel like if I could just wake up and I learn like, oh, ChatGPT can, and I'm like, oh, I think I could still win in life. I think I have a moment.
Right, but your initial mindset wouldn't just be like, oh, ChatGPT. No.
No, it'll take me a minute. You're right. What's going on in the world? And people like AI, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I don't
like
know.
GPT ain't always gonna be there. So
Fine. Option 2. Option 2 would just.
You're dreading it. It sounds like you don't want to do it.
Dreading current life, yes. When I just had the option to forget all the shit and start over. But if I start over, I don't have any of the wins either. Wait. Could I have a mental illness? Hear me out. If I have some type of mental illness or instability that allows me to have like this amnesia, which is really just like my past memories, which are like my losses and wins coming forward, and it kind of helps me and gives me like a superpower, can I do that?
No.
Damn. All right. I tried.
That wasn't part of the scenario. Yeah, like let me put in a contingency plan inside of this
Please.
particular one. If this was like this, yeah, for sure. But if not,
You
I guess
know,
I'll do this shit. Like,
listen, you
ain't
miss
nobody putting a
100%
gun
of
to
the
your
shots
head.
you don't take. I have
Yeah,
to ask for contingencies and special privileges because I'm probably just one question away from having the life that I want.
right. And
So,
you know the opposite end of that saying.
what is it?
You make 100% of the shots you don't take. The fact that you ain't take the shot, hey, it ain't no fault against you. There's no percentage lost against you. You're still 100%. 0 for 0
You're
is
you're
100%.
you're 100% losing. And you just standing there with this damn ball when you
That
could have
like
made that one shot and it would have
that,
just changed your life. No, you ain't even
and that,
doing that because that's giving you some sort of percentage. You know, you at 0, the ball just
that's
sitting there.
no, because it's not a shot. I'm still dribbling. I'm still passing. I'm still a
Well,
part of
while
the
you
game.
and then we're gonna get to heaven, and the Lord gonna be like, "All right, here, come here, my son. If you had just shot that ball right there, the whole
What?
trajectory of your life would have changed. But you didn't
Ah,
do that.
okay.
So
Well,
here you are.
let me go start completely over, forgetting everything and start over again. All right.
Is the Lord gonna guide you?
Good looking, pops. Yeah. If
Okay, then so you
I
gonna be
think it
cool.
depends. Honestly, it will be dependent on where I'm born at because everybody religion is different. And I
Mm-hmm,
think people who are born in different parts of the world right now, they
mm-hmm,
don't see the religion that Christians have as something that they will adapt or teach their children. So, you
mm-hmm.
know, at this point, I'm big supporter of Big JR and Little JR. But I go somewhere else, I got 6 arms, and I go somewhere else, and you know, it's one Buddha, and you're like, there's so many different religions, and I gotta make sure that some way, somehow, I get to Big JR and Little JR and let them know, like, hey, this one for you, big dog, and little big dog. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
but I mean, it depends on what part of the world that I'm living in. So I don't know if we'll
Okay.
have that guidance. The guidance probably ain't gonna be there.
So you choose option 2.
I'm choosing option. I'm choosing option one.
Wait, what was option 1? To forget? I mean, wait.
Yeah.
Wait. What was the options again? Bitch,
Yo,
I
crack.
lost it.
Yeah. Cracking.
What was it?
Cracking too. Would you rather start completely over,
Oh,
forgetting your past mistakes and
you
wins,
choosing option 1?
starting completely over? Look, I'm a baby again, and guess what? I'm forgetting the past mistakes and the wins. But you know what? Even though I'm forgetting them past mistakes,
You just added something in there.
no, I
You add,
didn't.
you no, I'm not talking about the question. I'm saying you added something. Where you like, it depends on where I'm born. No. You start over.
Yeah.
They say you get a new life. You start over. So it's your same life. You go have to go through the same shit again.
So,
And you
what
get
will
to
be the
start over.
difference between option 1 and 2 then?
Read option 2.
Keep every experience
That's normal life.
For starter, yeah. Even the ones that broke you and carry them into your future.
That's you right now. That's me right now. That's humans right now. So it's live your life right now
Right.
or go back and start over with no knowledge of good or bad that you went through. So none of your experiences, you just starting all over again. You about to live life all over again. So if you don't know the good and the bad, you literally just about to
Not really,
relive it
because
all over again.
it says you're forgetting your past mistakes and wins.
Right. So you starting back over at that baby, that kid. You starting over at that. You about to go through everything that
Right.
you just went through.
But some of these experiences are still able to be changed or some way
How? You
tweaked.
wouldn't know to change them. You would go through them how you did. You would just restart your life how you did. You're gonna get back to this point. We're gonna be on this podcast. Well, it'd be somebody different because I'll be the. No, we be back. We be right here. We be on this podcast. I want to be like, because I'll be, yeah, but no, we be right back here, and then you be asking the same question.
I think that one has. I don't think that's how that works. I think there's some type of
It
way
is.
you can. No, because you can alter the future by starting
How?
completely over. You're just
How?
forgetting the past mistakes and wins.
Right.
That's
So
it.
you're just gonna go. You're gonna still be you. It didn't say
It
you
didn't
forget
say
everything.
right.
It just said
Exactly.
it said your losses and your wins. You forget those, the past ones. So you're gonna go through being you at every stage that you were. and you're going to do those same mistakes and get those same wins all over again.
Maybe, but if I have any type of recollection of any
No.
experiences
You
that I
can't
had,
add nothing. If I could add
I'm
nothing,
not.
I just
I-
said, can I
I'm
add
not.
my recollection? You
I'm
told me
not
no.
adding it. What am I adding? It just said mistakes and wins. It didn't
You
say
said
life
recollection.
experiences.
You
I
said
know, yeah.
recollection. No, you
I
can't have
did
no
say it.
recollection. Because I asked for recollection. You told me, you leaned in
No.
and told me no.
No, you were trying to take amenities and incentives and place them in your your scenario. You can't
I just
do
wanted
that.
a little recall. Just a little recall. You know what I'm saying?
Denied. You know what I'm saying?
See, well, then deny your shit too. The fuck? We all getting denied around here.
Look,
What?
it says just start completely over and forget the mistakes and the good things. The good things and the bad things. That's all you're forgetting. You still have knowledge to some degree of how life goes.
No, you wouldn't, because that'd be a win.
How? How is that a win?
That's a win. Having knowledge of how life goes would be a win for you at starting over. That would be a win. You can't have that.
So you want to add your amenities and incentives again inside of this?
I'm just
this
telling you. I'm just reiterating what you just said. That's it.
That's different. You said, "What if I had amnesia?" Like what? That ain't got nothing to do with
So
anything.
I can recall some stuff. I'll be a special human.
Yeah,
You know?
very special. But the thing it just says start over, forgetting your past mistakes and wins. It doesn't say
those
you're
are the only
forgetting
ways
everything.
that you learn. That's
But it's
the only way
not
that
saying
you learn. You are forgetting everything. Meaning this person was a win or is a mistake. In life, it's either a win or
why would the caveat of that scenario say or keep every experience?
That's moving
Even
forward.
the ones that broke you and carry them into your future. If I can go back, just forgetting past mistakes, and it didn't say forget everything. It said forgetting your past mistakes and wins.
No. Mm-mm. If I'm gonna go back and do this shit over again and have to go through the pain and live with people that I did and go through these relationships, if I'm gonna have to go through all those things yet over again, nah, hell nah. Mm-mm.
I'm saying if you're starting completely over, you have the ability to change things throughout that. Okay, all right.
I got you. I'm just saying I don't agree.
I know what you're saying. And that's fine. I'm at peace with that.
That's you forgive me.
Yep. And I'm at peace with that. 4-3. Okay.
Oh shit. Okay.
Would you rather be the person who always give love but never fully receives it, or be deeply loved by others but struggle with giving it back? Sheesh.
Hate this question.
Sheesh. That's tough. It don't matter how you cut this cookie, it crumbles.
Facts.
Would you rather be the person who is always giving love but never fully receives it, or be deeply loved by others but struggle with giving it back? You know what? I would choose option 2. Just because I struggle with giving it back doesn't mean I can't give it back.
Yeah, but you're going to hurt a lot of people that way because they're loving you deeply and you're not giving them what they require. So they're giving and they're going to be stuck in, what is it, option 1?
Yes.
So you're hurting a lot of people. I don't like that. Current day, it's selfishly. Actually, no, I'm gonna let you finish. Are you done with your initial answer?
Go ahead. You're ready. Go ahead.
I am.
Pop off.
Selfishly, I want to say, is my nails matching your outfit? Sort of, kind of. Okay.
I
sort
see
of, kind of, a little bit.
Okay. Yeah, a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I see.
But selfishly, current day, Ash would want to pick option 2 because Ash desires to be deeply loved. Okay, well, am I talking to myself like this or talking about myself like this? I don't know. But I desire, let me stop saying Ash. People think I'm really crazy. But I desire to be deeply loved because I love deeply. Okay.
I think everybody desires that.
Well, some people don't. Some people can give less than a fuck about love, to be honest.
Okay, I think people who are emotionally intelligent
Right.
wants that.
Right. And so selfishly, I would like to pick option 2. However, I'm accustomed to option 1, and option 2 is me hurting people, and I don't want to hurt people. So I'm going to pick option 1 because that's what that's my current experience. So
I got you. Still staying with option 2. Like I said, it says struggle to give it back. Doesn't says that I'm incapable of doing it. So to some degree, some people are still getting that love that they require or that they desire from me. It's just that every now and then I don't really fully give it, or I don't know how to, because internally
that's selfish.
it's not selfish.
You're living a life fulfilled, being fully loved deeply by all these people, and you're not able to give that same love back. There's no reciprocation there.
It doesn't say you're never. It says
you struggle with. It says you struggle with it.
Right, which means in turn I can learn how to develop that and give it back.
No, that's not what that said. That says that you struggle with it. It didn't say you struggle with it temporarily and then you overcome it. It said you struggle with it.
Yeah, I struggle with it, but it's not permanent. That doesn't make it permanent.
It didn't.
Permanent
yes, it does.
No, it doesn't. Permanent was when it says, would you rather be a person who always, absolute, giving love, but never, another absolute, never truly receiving it, or be deeply loved by others and struggle to give it back? None of that is an absolute. None of that is set in stone. None of that is permanent.
Okay, so then in that case, it don't matter which one you pick then, because shit.
It does matter.
It doesn't, because if it doesn't matter and it's not absolute and you could just learn either way, then shit, hey.
No, you can't. You can't learn either way. Option 1 is letting you know, like, you're always giving it, but you're never going to get it. Option 2, it gives you room to play, room to grow, room to be a lover other than just struggle with it. You struggle with it, yeah, but that don't mean you're not capable of giving it. You're giving it. It's just you struggle.
You adding extra words is not in this thing. A struggle is a struggle. It says that you're struggling with it. It did not give you a time frame, so you should assume. You should assume like every. No, you should assume just like the first part of that. Just like you said a couple questions ago.
Why do I need to assume?
Just like you said a couple questions. Just like you said a couple questions ago. Okay.
Go ahead.
You should assume that the first part and the second part are one and the same. So if the first part is an absolute, why would the second part not be an absolute?
Because the words didn't have the absolutes inside of that statement. So why would I need to assume that? If it's gonna have me assume that, put it inside the statement.
It said you struggle with. It didn't say you temporarily struggle with. So you should assume that it is indefinite. Because it didn't state otherwise.
So I have to assume.
Do you know how long it takes for somebody to love you deeply? Do you know how long it takes for somebody to actually love you? To get past just like putting up with you, to get to the point where they like you, to get to the point where they love you, to get to the point where they love you deeply. You got all these people, all this time span of people loving you deeply, and you sitting here struggling with giving it back. That's selfish.
But just because I struggle with it doesn't mean I'm not capable of giving it. That's what I'm trying to get you to understand.
I don't agree with that. I choose option 1. You choose option 2. Y'all let us know in the comments what y'all think. I like how you twisted that so that it's like
I didn't
struggle,
twist it,
but I get to learn, and then I'm gonna learn, and then I'm gonna give it. They would have said that you struggle with it, but you'll get better. It said you struggle with it. That's indefinite. You struggle with it, and then give you a way out.
Always and never is indefinite.
They didn't give you a way out in that sentence. You created one. Take the sentence for what it was. You struggle with it.
I did take it.
No, you didn't. You went further than that. You struggle with it. They love you deeply. You struggle with giving it back. It didn't say temporarily. It didn't say for a couple months. It didn't say you love some people deeply. You don't love some other people deeply. It didn't say that. It said you struggle with it.
Yeah, it said I struggle with it. Now let me learn you something. Just because I go to the gym and I struggle pushing up this 45-pound bar doesn't mean I didn't push that 45-pound bar up. I pushed it up, which means in turn, I can still deeply love others. I just struggle with getting to that point. That's it. I'm not adding extra words. I'm just interpreting the way that is given. That's it.
I like how your interpretation benefits you.
It's the statement, but okay. It's the statement.
Okay.
Like she said, let us know. Let us know, guys.
Let us know.
Please let us know.
Please.
4 and 4. Okay.
Okay.
Would you rather make one bold decision that changes your entire life for better or worse, or stick with the slow, safe path that brings you comfort but not transformation?
Option 1. That's how I live my life currently. You got me fucked up. Option 2 is a loser. I'm sorry, but not sorry. Option 2 is oh wait. Hold on. Because, hold on, because you got the ability to say option 2, and then I've just called you a loser. In my mind. In my mind.
Damn.
I'm sorry. I apologize. And because you didn't even say which ones you pick yet, but in advance for those people who are picking option 2, in my mind, nothing against y'all and how you might want to identify or not identify. Option 1 is somebody who's actually living life with gratitude and knowing that they believe in Christ and Christ got them through whatever decisions they make and blah, 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 blah. It might be a long path or it might be the short path, but whatever they did the thing. And that's how
Right.
they're supposed to live boldly in Christ. That's what it says in the Bible. Take the risk, do the things. Option 2 is a loser. That's somebody who's not grateful. Somebody taking it like they got all this time and they got this and they, that's a loser to me. Because you're losing at life and you're not grateful. You're not living a life full of gratitude and you're not living a life connected to, for me and what I believe, your spiritual connection. And so, yeah, that's loser behavior. But go ahead. Pick whatever option you're going to pick.
Option 2. The fuck? What you thought this was? You thought since you said all that, I wasn't going to pick option 2?
No, no. Hold on. I didn't say all that. And
I would
hold
be
on.
a loser. That's fine.
Hold on. No. You don't need to identify. This is why I put my disclaimer out. You don't need to identify with being a loser. I'm just saying what I think option 2 is a loser. If you don't think option 2 is a loser, which I don't think that you think option 2 is a loser, or you want to pick it, you ain't signed up to be like, I want to be a loser. You didn't think that. So don't identify with it. That's why I put my disclaimer out.
I resonate with what I resonate with, for one. Okay. And for 2, just because you be like, whoever eats hamburgers are gay, and then I go get a hamburger, that don't mean you're not calling me gay.
I know, but you said I'll be a loser, is what you said. And I was just saying, no, don't identify with that.
Oh,
I know you was being funny. I know you was being funny.
Right.
But I'm just saying for people who might not know the humor.
The things that okay, I respect that. The things that that create this one bold decision that changes your life entirely is great. But just imagine a lot of people doing that. What life are they actually living, right?
A great
You need the people on the, but if everybody is making that one bold decision, it could be to shoot somebody or to kill somebody or do whatever devious things that they can think of, because that's that one bold decision that will change their life for better or for worse. Now, it's kind of like bad that I went into the negative realm of things, but I mean, I think you seeing it as into a positive aspect of it, which is great. No, don't get me wrong, but there are bad that come with the good too. So that's what the light that I am leading into when I answer that question. Because what is worst case scenario, right? Worst case scenario prevented me from choosing that option. Okay, yeah. So with that, also the slow and steady path. People like that are anchors in life, because they will also help the people that do choose the bold decisions. Like, oh man, I messed up, blah, blah, blah. Oh man, I need this. Oh, and guess what? They're going to come to this slow and steady path that brings them comfort, because you know what? I'm stable, right? I'm not transforming, which sucks. Don't get me wrong. I do want to transform. I do want to be better.
They don't. Because if you did, you would have done it. That's just a lot that you're going to keep repeating to yourself. I do want this. I do want that. But what you're sounding like, especially how you did all that doomsday thinking, all that negativity, it sounds like that slow and steady life, which I don't agree with, is based out of fear. That bold life is a righteous life that is based in Christ and gratitude and positivity and light. Yes, some things could go wrong, but that's not going to stop me from living a bold life. The fear and the shackled to the comfort is the loser mentality. And you can slowly you can meditate on killing somebody. Just because it took you a year to kill that person don't mean that, you know what I'm saying? It was still a decision that was made, whether it took you 10 seconds or 10 years. It was still a decision that was made. You just didn't realize that you could have made it sooner. You lived a life full of agony and wasting away instead of just making
That's
your
not
decision
true.
and going about your
It's
day.
just a slow and steady path to get to the place that you are now. What
For what?
takes me 5-10 years probably took you 1 or 2 years. That's the only difference.
What's the advantage of saying, I want this thing, the Lord presenting you with that option, and you saying, I see what you're giving me, I'm just gonna wait on it. What's the
Right.
benefit?
All right. Now hold that thought. What makes us think that is the Lord presenting us with that option versus
I'm
the
just giving
devil?
a scenario.
I
I'm
know you're giving
literally
me a
giving
scenario,
a scenario.
but why? I know you're giving me a scenario, but what makes you think that's the Lord doing?
In my scenario, I'm saying it is.
Right. You know, when something happens good, we say, all right, thank God, blah, blah, blah. When something happened bad, it's like, oh, it was the devil. How come it wasn't God in both ways?
I say it's God in both ways.
Right. So
Actually, I take that back. I say it's me in both ways, to be honest. And then I go to the additional layer above me, which is Christ. And when things happen that are bad, I say it's me. When things happen that are good, I say it's me, because I did X, Y, Z. I carried out whatever. And then I go to thinking or complaining to the higher power, big JR and little JR. But I start with me.
Right. But you just told me God just presented me with an opportunity. So who am I to slap him in his face by not taking it?
Yeah, true. You say that you want these things because you, like you said, I do want to transform. Okay, I do want this. I do want love. I do want that, blah, blah, blah. And all of it's presented to you. And you like,
Right.
okay, I'm just going to sit and wait on it, because what it actually is
That's
I'm
not a sitting
scared.
waiting. It's just slow and safe.
Okay,
It's
so
two different things.
what's the benefit of going slow and safe?
To make sure it's right.
How are you making sure with all that time that's going by? What are you doing to make sure that thing is right? And,
I'm going
what's keeping
slow
that
and
thing there?
safe.
What are you doing?
What you mean?
You
What
want
am
a
I
new
doing?
job. You want a new job. Let's just say you want a new job. You're like, I hate this job. Oh my
Right.
God, I want a different job. Mom, you get
Right.
presented with a new job and you're like, I just don't know. I'm gonna just, you know what? I'm gonna get this job just a couple more years, and then after that, then I'm gonna be done. About why not just jump to that job? You want to take it slow for what? Now that opportunity is gone. The thing that
Right.
you prayed for is gone. And what are you learning other than, damn, I'm a loser, still stuck in this loser mentality, doing the same loser shit over and over again, every month, every year, every week? What are you
Right.
learning? I want to know.
But who'd have said that job was an actual opportunity to elevate other than de-escalate your life? It could have started out great, but guess what? It could have went into the depths of the sea.
Doomsday
Like,
thinking. Again, you're starting off every
because
thing with
I'm a
so much
realist.
negativity. That's not so things
What
happening
about
good.
the positive I said before that? You
So
just think I'm always
because
doomsday.
I'm telling you that with all these different scenarios, you keep going, you keep starting with the negative. It sounds so fear-based.
I didn't just start with. I was like, yeah, it could elevate, but then it could go down. I just started with the positive and then went into the negative. It wasn't always starting with the negative.
Why can't you keep
I,
it at the positive? Why can't you keep it at this is going to be a great decision. Let me do this thing. Because if you go into it with negativity, you're going to find your brain is always going to look for proof of what you're saying is correct and what you're thinking is correct. So if you go into a situation like, this is the best thing for me, this person is the best person for me, this job is the best job for me, blah, blah, your brain is going to look for signs to show you that this is a great option for you. And you're going to get these things. But if you go into it with, I'm 50-50, that's what you're going to see. It's 50-50. If you go into it with, man, this probably won't be the blah, 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 then you're going to see that. Your brain is always looking to confirm what it is that you're thinking and what it is that you're speaking. So I'm just saying, if you just go into a bold decision thinking, this is going to be the greatest thing for me, your your brain will look for confirmation of this is a great thing for you, and here's why. That's all I'm saying. Then you'll probably be more apt to make bold decisions rather than just sitting and being like, let's take it slow. Because you still haven't told me yet what happens with that time passing. What am I benefiting from not taking and making that decision now? What am I benefiting from hopefully, maybe, possibly making it in the future?
I mean, it's time. I don't get time back. Nobody gets time back.
But you just wasted so much time. So what are you getting in between that of the time
The
wasted?
only person who can dictate whether I wasted time or not is God.
Right.
Your
So he presented
opinion,
something to you.
your
Didn't take it.
Yeah, I've been sent, and this is real life situation right now. I've been sent multiple jobs that looks good and also looks bad. It doesn't benefit me if I were to leave the job that I have now to go to that job because it's not in terms of the long term beneficial to my lifestyle. So yeah, guess what? I get a higher pay, but guess what? I only get 2 weeks PTO. What is that
But you
compared
got
to the
better
5,
work-life
6 weeks that I
balance.
now?
But you got better
Better
work-life
work.
balance. You need the 5 to 6 weeks now because you feel like a goddamn slave at the job you at now. So those 5 to 6
Right.
weeks sounds great. But in my last job, I didn't give a fuck about the PTO package because my work-life balance was so great. I didn't take PTO. I just felt great.
Right. And there is an increase in salary, but with that increase in salary, guess what? I don't get benefits. I don't get medical. I don't get dental. I don't get none of that. So I have to pay for that out of pocket. So yeah, with this bigger salary compared to the salary that I got now, guess what? I gotta pay for that now. And guess what? I get less PTO hours and I can't cash it. So all these things that are stacking against this new job versus the job that I have now, it don't look good. It don't look good at all. And on top of that, I travel as it is now. With that new job, I travel twice as much that I travel now, and I'm already gone like 8 months out of the year as it is. So how's that being beneficial to the lifestyle that I want to live?
What's the lifestyle that you want to live?
That has nothing to do with it. The question is how's that being beneficial?
Because it sounds very beneficial to the lifestyle that you want to live.
The lifestyle I want to live is I want to be able to. I want to be able to be at home. I want to be able to play my game. I want to be able to do music. I want to be able to perform. I want to be able to do anything that has music inside of that entity. That's what I want to do. I'm so music based right now, especially right now currently in my life. And now when I have to travel as much as I do, on top of keep traveling and on top of paying for extra stuff that I didn't have to pay for in my last one, on top of that having less PTO time to actually do what I want to do, that's not beneficial to what I want to do. That higher salary looks good in the beginning, but after I get through paying for everything that I got to pay for, it's going to be less than actually what I'm getting now. So no, the opportunity looks good, but it's not beneficial, if that makes sense. Being positive just focuses on the best possible outcome, right? And then, being a realist is just focus on what's most likely to happen or factual information. The positive and negative are both present when we talk about options, when we talk about opportunities.
Yeah, which one are you leading with is the question. And you lead a lot of your decisions or lack thereof with fear because this could go wrong. And comfort, that's what that sounds like. And not calling you a loser, but I'm saying that is that mentality that I knew that came with. I'm just telling you, I'm not calling you loser. I'm not saying that you think I am, but I'm just saying that's what but still, even for people, I know, and I don't want it to, but I'm saying
that ain't bother me.
Oh, I'm saying it for the people who are listening.
Oh, my bad.
Please.
My bad.
I'm saying for the people who are listening, because I keep going back to that. That is loser mentality. You're scared to take that shot. If I don't bounce the ball, then I'm 100% at losing. And that's still 100%. Yay! Take the fucking shot. Right. If you was comfortable being at 100% loss, take the shot. And guess what? If you win, your life has changed. And if you lose, you're right where you was just comfortable being a fucking loser. So take the fucking shot.
Not really. If I don't have to shoot and I pass the ball, somebody else shoot it.
Didn't say you was playing the game. It said take the shot. That's what it said. Take the shot. Take the risk. Right.
I think positivity just drives. It fuels the drive. But, being a realistic, it helps you survive the drive. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is. It's two different ways of thinking, but I mean, they both accomplish the same goal.
I think they're one and the same. It's just whichever one you're leading with. Being a realist is okay. I'm a realist, but I lead into it with positivity. I believe that the life lessons that Ash has learned and the brain that she has and everything that she comes with has guided her to this point and is going to push her even further with more knowledge and more this. I also believe in my Christ, big JR and little JR. You know what I'm saying? And I believe that they got me and they're going to carry me through. I actually believe it. I don't just say it. I really, truly believe it. So I take the risk and I do the things because I want to show that I'm grateful for the things that he's presenting in front of me instead of taking advantage of it and letting it be either, it depends on the situation. It could be a one-sided thing where if I'm like, oh, I want to be with a guy that and then he's presented to me and he's like, I want you to be my girl. And I'm like, I don't know because, and I'm just scared. That's really all it is. But if I trust myself and I trust God, if I'm confident in myself and I love myself and I trust God, then I'm going to do what I got to do. Either way, I'm going to be good. I'm going to learn the lessons that I need to learn, or I'm going to live a very fruitful and productive life, and I'll be cool. But I'm going to take that shot because that's showing that I actually have faith in God. That's showing that I actually have faith in myself. The other way says I say that I have faith. I say that I trust. I say that I believe, but I really don't. And so until I get back to it, because it's not like every single day that the time is passing, I'm actively working on things to confirm the positive things and push me towards it. I'm not doing that. I'm just wasting time. And periodically, I probably ponder on it and come back to it, but nothing really changes. Then that's more so saying like, I'm not grateful. I mean, give it to somebody else. Get that opportunity to somebody else.
That's
I
personal
don't really want it.
But I see why you think the way you think.
Yeah.
That's interesting. That's interesting. But just because I choose a slow and steady path doesn't mean I don't believe in God or I don't have faith. I have faith. He's guiding me here on this slow and steady path, just like he's guiding you on your bold decision. It's the same God.
Is he guiding you?
Yeah. Why wouldn't he be?
What if you're on this path because of the choices that you made and he's waiting for you to join the path that you're supposed to be on?
He would show me.
What if he is?
Then I would take the opportunity.
Would you? Because you just said.
I just said.
I'm saying would you take the opportunity? Because that's the original question. Would you? Probably not. You just said you would take it slow and steady. So you'll be stuck in this loop. Like I said, you'll be stuck in that loop. And that's a crazy mentality to be in. Because if you think about it, just like you said, I've been presented with many jobs. I'm pretty sure that all of those jobs over the course of your life were not just bad decisions and, oh, they just wouldn't have worked out, blah, blah. They don't work out for the life that you have right now. But it could work out. That job, yeah, it pays more. You got to pay for insurance out of pocket. I paid for insurance out of pocket for 2 people. You know how much it cost me, including dental, vision, and healthcare for the premium doctors and everything? It cost me $74 a month. $74. I spent $74 on, and that's out of my pocket. Yeah. Okay. That's Obamacare. That is Obamacare. And the cost of living. No, it's not. That's not discontinued.
Trump discontinued that shit.
Okay. But either way it goes, you can still pay for insurance out of pocket. That's just always been a thing outside of the affordable health care, whatever. But it was $74. So you get this job with a higher paying salary, better work-life balance. You pay $74 for this. Guess what? All of that money that you need to fund the ideas, to buy the equipment, to do the stuff that you need for music, you now have access to. So now you're getting to your goals with the music stuff even quicker. So this job that you have is catapulting you where you need to be versus you being stuck in a cycle saying, I really want, and I desire. And you don't realize, because you're looking at life with this negative lens, that all of the opportunities and all the things that you are desiring are actually around you or being presented to you, but you're scared to take the risk because what if all this negative stuff? You're scared to take the risk. And so maybe you're on this path because that's your path that you keep choosing. And once you choose a path of boldness, of actually trusting God and actually trusting yourself, having confidence and self-love. You choose this path and you go, okay, cool.
It's
I
a
got it.
Russian roulette. It's a Russian roulette. It's one decision that can go better or worse, not multiple one decisions that can go better or worse. It's would you rather make one bold decision that changes your life entirely for the better or the worse? So if it go worse,
You was already at worse. You're already
how?
at worse.
Okay.
You're already at worse.
No, there's millions, if not billions, of people that already have it worse than I do. They're at worse. I'm in a better situation than they are. But just because I live the life that I live doesn't mean I'm already at worse. That's crazy. Just to automatically start off with a negative mindset, as you say, just to say that I'm at worst. That's
I'm
crazy.
saying if you don't choose the better, it's going back to taking a shot. If you don't take the shot, you already at 0. You take the shot, your chances have increased because you actually picked up the ball and did something with it. So if you make it, cool. If you don't, you back at square one, which is worse. I was already here.
No, it's two different things. If you miss the shot, it don't say, oh, everything stay the same. No, it gets worse. It's either better or worse. Not the same. Not the same is not an option. Okay. It's either better or worse.
I'm gonna take
okay?
the option 1 every time.
Okay, and I understand that. But that one decision could be worse. And I'm not wishing praying that on anybody, But like I said, the slow and safe path creates stability for people to anchor to when they are at the worst or when they are at better, even when they're at better and they seem to get lost and they still need guidance. I mean, hey, the
Who's
slow and
anchoring to
safe.
these people? You might get used, but who's anchoring to you?
So you don't think that millionaires, if not billionaires, still seek therapy?
Of course, everyone does. Well, no,
right. So
everyone should. But
right.
are you saying that therapists are slow and steady?
Anchors. Yes.
Slow and steady?
Anchors.
Would you consider me to be slow and steady?
Are you a therapy?
I'm a coach.
Are you a therapist?
I'm a coach. Do you consider me to be slow and steady?
You
Not
as
at
a
all.
person? I don't know you as a coach, but I know you as a person.
Exactly. And as a person, am I slow and steady? No, I'm not.
No, but as a coach,
and
you're
people
different.
Still and millionaires paid me.
So you experienced that then. That is an experience that you actually live. I mean,
That's
if you was a
saying.
millionaire, if you was in the better aspect of thing, if you was in the white collar area of things, then you would definitely not be having this conversation.
No,
it would be something completely different.
I'm saying that just because you're an anchor doesn't have to be something that's slow and steady. No, it could be something that's fast paced and keeping up. The people who are go getters and doing stuff, they're seeking other go getters and people that are doing stuff. Just because you always gonna be there lingering around, I'm going to use you. I don't need you. I'm going to use you because it's convenient, and you're looking for a reason to be used. I know you're gonna be right there wherever I left you at. No matter what year.
So why use me then if you can do something else?
Because you want to be used. That's your purpose.
But it's necessarily not for you. It's for people who need me. That's why I took this position. That's why you are a coach.
Needs you though.
How come they don't?
Because they could just get it themselves. If they want to have a lazy day or a cheat day, then they'll be like, oh yeah, I know you're going to do this. I know, look, hey, I don't feel like...
You're talking about being a therapist or a coach.
Okay, so if I'm a therapist or a coach, I'm actually actively not living this slow and I don't make decisions and I don't take... I'm not living that life. I'm not a therapist living that life.
Therapists are consistently going to be available for people who was in a better or worse situation.
What about that means slow and steady is what I'm trying to say. There's nothing slow and steady about that.
How many billionaires or millionaires you know who are therapists right now?
I only know one. Well, I know two. I know four. I know 4 millionaires who are therapists.
Okay. How many others do you know that are millionaires that are not therapists?
1.
Okay. Do they seek therapy?
I don't know. I don't talk to them on that level. I'm pretty sure they
Okay.
do.
Okay. Just from your common knowledge, because you're pretty bright, do you think a lot of millionaires, billionaires go seek therapy?
Yes.
Right. So are they stable enough for people to come to talk to when they need somebody to talk to? Because they can't talk to family. They ain't talking to friends. They ain't talking to anybody else that's in their immediate circle in their life. They're going to somebody who's outside of that they
Right.
feel like has a clear head,
Right.
who is anchored to knowledge, all types of knowledge.
Okay. Where's
to
this
get their
slow and steady
information
life
from.
coming from? Okay.
It's a slow and steady path. That
How?
don't mean
I'm not getting it. Especially what I'm saying is being a coach and I have multiple clients, millionaires, fast paced. I have my own shit. I went to therapy myself at the same time. I'm on the go and I'm getting shit done and I'm taking risks. And so are the people that are my clients. And they always came to me. I was always available for them because you make time for the things that you make time for. I don't have to wither away and not do shit with my life in hopes that somebody needs me. And I say, I'm being the anchor for y'all. I'm being the slow and steady. No. What do you mean?
Slow and steady doesn't mean slow and safe path. It's two different things. It's a safe path. It's just not taking risks. Slow and steady is just you're creeping. This is a slow and safe path.
So do you think if you think that so we all know in order to get to the fulfilled life and the things that we actually desire, we all know that we have to take risk. Okay? That's common knowledge, right? Cool.
Right.
So do you think that people who have made it above, who are their whole life is built upon taking risks, do you think they're going to seek counsel from somebody who's not doing that?
People.
Do you think that they're going to seek counsel from people who are not doing that? Do you think that somebody who's taking risks is going to seek counsel from someone who's not? No, they're not.
They're not. But they're not going to seek counsel from a therapist because a therapist isn't an accountant.
But you know what I'm saying.
I'm just going by what you said. That's it. I'm sorry.
You know what I'm saying. They're not going to sign up. If that person is taking risk and living life and going in momentum. Do you know who Grant Cardone is? Do you know who Gary Vee is? You know who Gary Vee is, right?
Yeah.
Do you think, no shade, do you think that Gary Vee is going to come to you for therapy?
No.
Despite him not knowing you and all this stuff like that, I'm saying you're the slow and steady. Why not?
Because Gary Vee is the people that people go to when they need somebody.
He has people that he goes to. He talks about it. Do you think that the people that he goes to with the mindset of being slow and steady and maybe hopefully possibly one day making a choice or taking a risk or not doing it because all this bad stuff, you think that's who he wants in his ear? No, he doesn't. He doesn't. He actively speaks out against it. So I doubt that he's going to a therapist who's feeding him the knowledge of option 2.
Right, but you're talking about somebody who's established not only in his personal life but globally.
We don't know. We just know what he puts out here. We don't know how established he is in his personal life.
So you mean the fact that you just mentioned them when you could have mentioned anybody, the streams that he gets, the books that he make, all the other things that he gets, all the accolades that he has.
That's business. You said personal life. I'm saying I don't know what goes on behind closed doors. I don't know what goes on in that man's personal life when he turned that camera off.
Right, you don't. So how would you expect me to know?
I'm saying for the life that he lives, from what you see, do you think that he would come to you for counseling? No, because you're going to tell him, I don't know, I wouldn't do that. I mean, you could do it, but it's probably not going to, you're going to give him a lot of that rhetoric, and that's going to keep him stuck. He's not going to come to you for that. He's going to go to somebody like me that says, okay, look, boom, if we do this, we have all of this knowledge. If we fail, we know this, we weigh out the good and the bad, but we're going forward. But we're just being mindful of this and that as we go along the path. Yours is not even building the path.
This particular scenario says one bold decision, not multiple bold decisions.
Okay, but one bold decision, exactly. One bold decision is going to be taken. Not going to take the slow.
That changes your entire life.
I'm going to take it every time. That is a decision in general. It's the decisions that we make all day, every day.
I'm not even saying that you're making a bad decision when you say that.
I didn't
I'm
say you
not even
did.
against you. Yeah,
I didn't say
but
you
I
are.
think, but you're scolding me for making the
I'm
decision
not
that I'm
scolding
making.
you.
Okay, well, you're making the decision to go slow and steady, a loser mentality.
Yeah, but I said that before you said anything. So it's not like I'm
Right.
going off of anything that you said.
And
I
you
said
said
that
it
before you.
after I said it, and you
And I'm
make
not
it
going.
known that you're not talking about me, which I
Right.
understand you're not talking about me. Said it 2 or 3 times. I know you're not talking about me.
Right.
It's not about me. You're talking about the decision,
Right.
but that's a decision that I chose.
Okay.
So I'm
What?
not upset at you for making a one bold decision. I'm just saying I see the positive and I see the negative, and the negative can't outweigh that positive a lot. So you're not going to go
That's
get a job that has a lot more cons than pros. That don't make no sense. That makes no sense. If you see more cons than pros, why would you take an opportunity to do that? You go to something that has more pros than cons. Now, the weight of everything that might differ from what it is because, like, hey, I could be this compared to this, but you can't just be like, well, I could be this and I can do this, but this could happen, this could happen, this could happen, this could happen. No, no, fuck out of here.
okay.
You weigh the decision, and whatever the decision comes up, it will be either you choose a slow, safe path, or you make that one bold decision.
I hate that for everybody who chooses the slow, safe path. I hate it for all of y'all.
I don't hate it for y'all.
I do. Well, of course you wouldn't.
Everybody isn't meant to do the one bold decision in their life because it could be traumatic. It could change
You're on a
families.
negative that you're starting with? Why not lead with positivity?
Because if it was always positive and every time somebody made a decision, everybody will make that one bold decision every single time.
But you can
But
lead with positivity. You're leading with negativity, which is going to stop
I'm
you always
leading.
from making the decisions and the risk.
It's just being a realistic
It's
person when it comes to making
so you don't think
decisions.
I'm being realistic by saying these things could go well just because you say it in one order versus mine. You lead with the positive. I mean, you lead with negativity and then you bring in the positive. I lead with positivity and then I bring in the negative. So I'm not
Maybe,
realistic.
no,
It's because we do a different order.
I didn't say it wasn't realistic. Everything that I said had nothing to do with what you
I'm
said. It was about
I'm
what I said
asking
and
you.
how I feel. No, it doesn't mean you're not realistic. It's just that you're willing to take chances. And I like that for you. I love that for you. I hope you continue to prosper with each bold decision that you make. But
You don't
a
want to
bold
prosper?
decision. No, I do. I really do. But when maybe this is the reason why. Maybe I just got to the root of why I'm choosing this as an option. Throughout my life, I've always did the safe route, and the safe route has gave me stability. I didn't choose being um, a car salesman, insurance broker, or anything to that degree that requires me to make money off commission or anything to that degree. I chose the safe 9 to 5 because I know it's going to be a steady check coming. I know it's going to be stability, especially the life that I don't live because I didn't always have the option to stay at home or do things, with other people or live somewhere else. I had to do it by myself. So I had to go the safe route. I had to go with something that was going to consistently bring something in. I'm not going to go knocking door to door hoping people buy insurance. That's out. If I can go punch in a clock, I know for sure not only am I building toward my security or my 401k, but I'm building toward my bank account so I can be able to come to this job again and come to this job again. Oh, you need help? Guess what? I have money that I can help you out with. Okay. So that's probably why I took the safe path because I've always took the safe path. When I took my risk, positive or negative, it has been great sometimes and it's been bad sometimes. And sometimes I get to the point of like, you know what, I shouldn't have done that. And I got the times where I'm like, I'm glad that I done that. But always trying to make this one bold decision to change my life forever, I don't want to keep doing that. Sometimes I just want to chill. You said even earlier, if you can have the peaceful life for the rest of your life, you would choose that.
Yeah, that don't mean I want to make bold decisions. I was going to still do that. I just knew that it was going to work out for me.
No, that's exactly what you said. You said live a long, peaceful life that fades quietly instead of the short intent that shakes the world. The short
that shakes
intent
the
is that
world.
one. That's that one bold decision.
No, because even when I have peace now, it's still me making a bold decision to do things. So I can live a long, peaceful life and
That's
make
fair.
bold decisions. So
That's fair.
do you if you go to bed tonight? No, let me
When I
just
go to
ask you
bed
right
tonight.
now. Right
Okay.
now, do you love your life? Are you so happy with how your life looks right now in every facet?
No.
Okay. Well, so if you said that you always do the slow and steady and it got you here, it's just you're comfortable in this discomfort because
Nobody
this
should
is a
ever.
familiar hell that you know. So you're just gonna
Right,
stick
but
there.
nobody should feel that way. Nobody should just be like, you know what, I'm comfortable and I'm happy tenfold with the life that I have now. Everybody should have that fire that burns like I want more, I need more, I wants to do this, I wants to do that. I have dreams, I got goals I want to fulfill, I got achievements that I want to have. Like that everybody should have that, right?
And
So being that
who's
you
gonna
have
get that? Option one, or
themselves,
the person who takes risk, or the person who doesn't? The person who lives that slow and
it's
steady,
take
safe
a
life.
risk. It's just one
No, I'm
decision.
asking you outside of the question. I'm asking you the person who
Oh,
takes risks, because you just said it, but I want to make sure that you still believe that. The person who takes risks versus the person who plays it safe and doesn't, maybe
right.
sometimes,
I tell them,
who's gonna get that life or get closer to that life that they want?
I can't say.
You just said earlier it was the person who takes risks. I said we all know that you have to take risks in order to get the life that you want. You say yes. And I said yes. So if you
Yeah,
know that,
you have to
so
take
you're
risks,
actively saying, hey,
but sometimes you
you
don't have
should
to take risks. It goes both ways. Both sides of these coins can lead to the same way, but one side of these coins got a crack in it because as much as you want it to be positive, it can also be negative.
okay.
That's the only difference. Are you good?
Yeah, I was waiting for you to go to a different question or something.
I'm going to the next one. I was just saying, I was just trying to make sure we was done with that one. I didn't want to go into it and we was
No, you
still on
good.
that one.
You good.
All right, cool.
We'll have a whole episode
Would,
about that or something, I'm sure.
all right, that's fine. Definitely with it. With it. All right, here we go. So, would you rather live a life fully authentic, even if it costs you relationships and stability, or shape parts of yourself to be accepted, and never fully be seen?
Option one. That's the current life
Uh,
that I live right now.
Option one is definitely the
Yeah.
option two was not even. I don't even know what that was.
That's people pleasing. Option two. I've done that. Hated it.
Hated it. Okay, so let's wrap up this particular episode with one more question. Are you ready?
Right. I am not ready. I'm just saying I'm ready. Let's go. Let's do it.
I know I got you. All right, here we go. Here we go. Would you rather be someone who radiates positivity and uplifts others, even in your own struggles, or be the kind of person who's able to find peace within no matter what is going on?
Mm. Okay, so these are kind of unrelated.
Right.
All right. So
I can ask it again if you want me to.
go ahead.
Would you rather be someone who radiates positive and uplifts other people, even if you're in your own struggles, or would you be the kind of person who's able to find peace within no matter what is going on with others?
I want to have peace within.
Uh,
For sure. I love Ashley enough to make sure that she's okay first. So she needs to have peace within. And then she can help other people. Hopefully they find peace, but I can't just be spewing out shit that I probably don't have. So option two. What about you?
I think I'm an option two too. I think I've been an option one for so long. I always And still to this day, I still radiate positivity and I still uplift others.
Mhm.
But I learned to do that even better by finding peace within me. And I'm still working on that as well. So,
Yeah.
but if there's an option to choose between one or two, I'll definitely choose option two
Yeah.
because I want to be able to make sure that whatever decision that I'm giving it from a place to where I can understand, like, hey, I'm okay. After I talk about this or after I do this for somebody, I'm still going to be okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is not for me. This is for them. So
Mhm.
give out your energy as you see fit. And
Right.
that's where I want to be at. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. I agree. Look at us. Look at us. I just looked at, oh, y'all gotta go. Y'all gotta go to the critics couch. I was just looking at the look at us when we were playing the game with the ball. I was just
Oh
watching
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah.
You like it was on fire. Shit. It's funny as hell. But yeah. Okay. Go ahead.
I mean, yeah, we done had a lot of scenarios. Some are good, some we agreed on, some of them we didn't. I think,
Yeah.
it was pretty split down the middle and to the ones that we agreed and didn't agree with, right?
Yeah. That one that we didn't agree with is going to be an episode. And if you are watching this episode and you like add me to this conversation, come on. You know what I'm saying? We can do that.
Come on.
You know?
Yeah, there is a form that you can fill out. Please fill out that form and say that particular topic
Yep.
as what you want to be a part of, and we will make sure that we get you on that episode for
Yep.
sure. For sure.
For sure. It's on Instagram in our Enter the Gray bio. So yeah. Go ahead.
Nevertheless, we appreciate you guys for tuning in and taking this journey with us into the gray today. No matter what you are going through in life right now, I hope that you feel a little better and more connected with the truth, your purpose, and the power of choice. Because I think this episode definitely
Yeah.
coincides with knowing that you have a choice.
Yes.
Feel me? So whether you're embracing hope or you're embracing reality, or you're finding a balance in between the two, remember that you're never alone in this. You're never alone in this. So find somebody. Okay, come on, Mike. I hear you.
Choices here with you.
Not choices here with you. But if today's conversation kind of resonated with you, we love to hear your thoughts, your opinions, your comments. You can like, you can share, you can also subscribe to our Patreon.
Yes.
You can drop us a message. You can share this to your story. Connect with us on social media. We don't bite. Don't be scared.
We talk back
Don't
too.
be scared.
Well, in a
Yeah,
good
we
way.
talk back
We
every
respond.
time. Yeah,
We
we respond.
respond.
We
Because
respond.
talk back sound like, but no, we respond. We do.
Yeah, so hopefully something we said resonated with you. Keep finding yourself within these conversations that we have. Keep trusting yourself, keep growing, and remember that every step that you take, no matter how small it is progress. Okay?
Yes.
Love yourself.
Step you take. I'm sleepy because literally everything that you're saying, I got a song for it. Everything that you say, I have a song for.
That's tough. Nevertheless, we're wishing y'all peace. We're wishing y'all strength. We're wishing positivity and that it can uphold. Come on, Lord. Uphold you until the next conversation that we have.
Yeah.
And I want to thank y'all for entering the gray with us. So until next time.
Bye.
Later.